This is where empires go to die. Mountains of unsold tablets, faded posters of future of learning, and buried here somewhere is the corpse of India's $22 billion EdTech dream. But 37 kilometers away, in a glass-walled Bengaluru tower, a rebel startup is breathing life back into that dream. A startup that BYJU'S bought, nearly buried, but couldn't kill. This is what the untold story of great learning, the $118 million upskilling prodigy that hacked its way out of BYJU'S collapse. How? With a secret contract clause, an AI uprising, and a founder's obsession with independence. Strap in, this is corporate survival unfiltered. Welcome to Indian Startup Garage, where underdogs become icons. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that red button below the video to listen to more such stories of grit and determination, where we break down the journeys of businesses, entrepreneurs, and game changers. Now, let's get back to the story for the day. Imagine India's edtech boom as a grand ship. BYJU'S was its flagship, gleaming, invincible, loaded with gold, but greed weighed it down. Overboard went Akash, White Hat Jr., and dozen others. Yet one lifeboat refused to sink. Its name, Great Learning, and its captain, Mohan Lakhamraju, had a map BYJU'S never saw coming. In 2021, BYJU'S was India's startup darling. Fresh off a $1.5 billion funding, it went on a shopping spree, snapping up 15 plus companies in 18 months. Akash for test prep, White Hat Jr. for coding, and Great Learning for upskilling. The goal: dominate every corner of education, but BYJU'S didn't integrate, it consumed. Founders were sidelines, teams were dismantled, and synergies forgotten. Their strategy: spend now and we'll think about the profit later. But later never came. BYJU'S treated acquisitions like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. But they never trained them, just locked them in the vault. Except one startup refused to be locked up. When BYJU'S acquired Great Learning in 2021 for $600 million, founders Mohan Lakhamraju, Arjun Nair, and Hari Krishnan demanded a rare clause: total independence. They said, "We took $100 million less upfront to keep control." Lakhamraju told INC 42 that clause would become their lifeline. While BYJU'S burned cash on Super Bowl ads and celebrity endorsements, Great Learning worked in silence. No glitz, no Ravindran-like TED Talks, just a Bengaluru team obsessed with two things: profitability and AI. They knew a storm was coming, and when it hit, they would be ready. The year was 2023. BYJU'S imploded. $1.5 billion in debt, lenders screaming for blood. To survive, BYJU'S began selling assets. Akash to Ranjan Pai, Epic to private equity, and Great Learning was next. But Lakhamraju fought back. They tried to sell us, but we had a weapon: the contract. BYJU'S had missed cash payments, breaching the deal. Great Learning equity shifted from BYJU'S to lenders and finally back to founders, Raju told INC 42. And this is rare. Founders clawing back control post-acquisition? It's like divorcing a billionaire and keeping the mansion. While BYJU'S burned 8,000 crores in the year 2023, Great Learning turned profitable. $1.5 million in net profit on a $118 million revenue. How? By ignoring BYJU'S playbook and betting on three pillars: AI, global expansion, and ruthless efficiency. Let's break down the math. Great Learning's revenue grew 23% year on year, but their cost grew just 9%. How? They hacked the two biggest edtech expenses: teachers and ads. Instead of hiring 1,000 instructors, they built AI mentors. Instead of blowing millions on Google ads, they coded chatbots to hunt for customers. It wasn't glamorous, but it worked. Great Learning didn't just survive, it evolved. While rivals like Upgrad and Eruditus bled millions, Great Learning deployed AI like a scalpel. Number 1. They slashed costs. AI chatbots replaced 40% of sales teams. The customer acquisition cost dropped 35%. Number 2, they automated teaching. Glaide AI mentors handled 70% of coding tutorials. Humans tackled complex queries. Number 3, they focused on global domination. AI localizes courses for 50 plus countries. No translators or no extra costs. They didn't have to fire a single employee. They redeployed them. AI handled most of the work and humans handled strategy. Result? While Eruditus lost $89 million in 2023, Great Learning banked $1.5 million in profit. Their secret? Targeting mid-career execs terrified of AI stealing their jobs. A $500 billion global anxiety market. Think about it. 73% of professionals fear AI will replace them. Great Learning didn't just sell courses, they sold survival. For 1,500 rupees, they could learn Python from AI tutor. For $2,500, you would get John Hopkins certification. The message? Upskill or perish. And professionals listened. From Delhi to Dallas, engineers, bankers, and managers flocked to Great Learning not for diplomas, but for lifelines. Great Learning's Playbook is a masterclass in contrast. Number 1, premium meets budget. They charge $2,500 for an Ivy League certification. That is, you would get a certification from Northwestern or Duke University to fund 1,500 rupees AI courses. Number 2, they went global from day one. 50% of their revenue came from the US, UAE, and UK markets grew 200% year on year. Number 3, their obsession with profit. Gross margins hit 28%, double the industry average. The numbers scream disruption, but the road ahead is treacherous. Creditors are still lingering, AI rivals are multiplying, and the ultimate test looms. A 2026 IPO. Can Great Learning stay profitable under the Dalal Street microscope? Great Learning's next tag is Glaide. AI courses so cheap and scalable, they could dominate India's 1.5 million engineering grads. But first, Dakam Raju must settle debts from BYJU'S fallout. We are profitable, we'll pay them off, he insists. Investors whisper about a 2026 IPO, but Lakam Raju hesitates. We'll go public only if we can stay profitable post-listing. But here's the kicker. Great Learning's real competition isn't Upgrad or Eruditus, it's OpenAI. Why pay 1,500 rupees for a course when ChatGPT 5 can teach you Python for free? Lakam Raju's answer? AI can't replicate human mentorship yet. So Great Learning's doubling down on hybrid learning. AI tutors for basics, human experts for advanced coaching. A bet that could make or break their future. Great Learning didn't just survive BYJU'S, it hacked the startup rulebook. Stay independent, bet on efficiency, not ego, and never let a giant swallow your soul. For more stories of Indian Davids slaying Goliaths, subscribe to Indian Startup Garage. Hit the bell, stay hungry, because in this game, survival isn't just about who's the biggest, it's about who's smartest. See ya.